Hello everybody, welcome to this beautiful day in Illinois, windy Illinois. I'm out at the golf course. I'm hitting a few balls around. No, I'm not. You know that's a lie. I'm out here riding. I'm on my Lifan KPM 200. I haven't had this thing out in a long time. It's been sitting all winter long. So I thought, you know, I'm going to go ahead and take her out today. Because I had the battery downstairs in the basement on a trickle charger all winter. This could be my first ride on it in a while. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. That's nice of me. Checking to make sure I was okay. Alright, let's go. Make sure my shield's all the way down. I couldn't wait to get out. I've been I've been working on my Honda GL 1200 Goldwing a lot, and I'm getting a little bit burnout, not burnout, but tired of working on it. So I thought I'm gonna get on the bike and go out and have some fun. I wished I was out golfing, to tell you the truth. You know, I got a question for you guys. I've been doing a few motorcycle tire videos, you know, changing tires, balancing tires and stuff like that, but I have been thinking about the Rabaconda. You guys seen that? Pretty cool little tire changer. It's a manual one, but it's got a ratcheting mechanism with a duck head on it, you know, which makes it a lot easier than trying to spoon a tire off. And I've been spooning my tires off, which, you know, I'm used to it. It's not like it's horrible or anything, but I'd really like to try that Rabaconda. Do you think that would be something you guys would be interested in watching? If so, let me know in the comments, because thinking about contacting the company and seeing if they can work with me, maybe give me a little bit of a discount for you know, doing a video on it or something, because, you know, they're not cheap, but they're probably quality built. I wouldn't mind having one, to tell you the truth. Uh-oh, top secret. I figured I'd come back here in the back roads, because, man, I'm telling you what, I was out there on the highway to get here, and that wind was blowing me all over the place. It was horrible. So I figured I'd have a little trees back here, kind of break things up a little bit. I got in a hurry to leave, and I didn't check my tire pressures. This is one bike that I don't have tire pressure monitors on. I've got them on my GL 1800 Goldwing and my KPT 400, but I'd like to have it on every bike I have. But I think the GL 1200, I'm going to put monitors on that too eventually. But I should have checked the tire pressure on this from sitting all winter. I would imagine they're low. It doesn't feel too bad, but I'm sure they're low a little bit. People are getting ready to plant. See, they're plowing the fields. My wife's getting stuff ready, I think, for a garden. I built her like a raised bed garden, and I did it a little bit different. I actually put a screen. I built it up high in the air a little bit, and I built a screen all the way around it, because all the stuff that she was growing was being eaten by the rabbits and the squirrels and the birds. So I put that up and haven't had any trouble at all since then. We have once in a while, a bird will go through the fencing, or you know, butterflies, bugs, stuff like that, but nothing major. She really likes it, but she's getting those raised beds ready, I think. She puts worms in it to help enriching the soil, I guess. I don't know how all that works, but she knows. She's been doing it for a long time. Well, you ought to see the tomatoes that we get out of that garden. Woo, man, they're good. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just going to take roads here. No, I'm going to keep going straight. I don't know where I'm at. And honestly, I don't have my phone. I hope I don't get lost where I need a GPS. I don't think so. But I left my phone at home because I did a video and it's downloading and all that kind of stuff. So I made a quick exit to be able to get out. Got a full tank of gas, so I can go a long way. I can go a couple 100 miles or more if I wanted to. This little 200cc, I don't really know for sure. I haven't checked it in a while, the mile per gallon on it, but I think it's in the 80s, like 85 or something like that. Pretty good. Had a guy ask me the other day if I thought that this would be enough bike for him, and you know, who knows for sure. That's kind of something you'd have to decide, you know. Personally, I think a little bit bigger bike for if you're doing a lot of interstate, but if you're doing like a lot around town and stuff, man, I tell you what, even highway and some interstate, this bike's awesome for that. Got this aftermarket exhaust on it, performance exhaust. It's got a good sound to it. It's probably the loudest bike I own. No, it wouldn't be the loudest. That dirt bike I have is the loudest. Nice back roads. Right now, I don't know where I'll be at when I post this on my videos, but I just finished rebuilding the front forks on my Goldwing. I don't know if I'll have a video of putting it all back together, because I showed taking it apart and it just gets boring watching the same kind of assembly and disassembly, so I may not even show that part. But once I get the front forks back together, I already did the steering stem bearings and all that kind of stuff, so I'm at the point where I can at least probably drive it once I get ready, once I get all that back together. Springfield Drive, I have no idea where I am at. I think I'm gonna go this way. But it'll probably just be a short drive. I may film that because it'll be my first ride on it, and it'll be a short ride. I do have license plates for it, and I'd have to do an oil change on it. And you guys that watch my Goldwing videos, I know you've all given me suggestions on about cutting that plug out for the stator and wiring it direct. I still need to do that. The other day when I started it, because I started occasionally just to make sure it stays going good and the carburetors don't start gumming up on me or nothing, and I checked the plug and it was hot. I didn't take a temperature reading. I do have an infrared temperature gun, but I didn't take a reading on it. But boy, it was hot. So I am going to take care of that. But I haven't changed the engine oil since I've had it, but it still looks good. But I still want to change it because I don't know what oil is in it. You never know. Sometimes people put car oil in it, and I don't like that. I got to make sure it's got the JSO MA/MA2 rated oil for wet clutch in it. I don't want to ruin my clutch. So when I get back with it off that first ride, it'll get warm, and then I'll just go ahead and change it. I may change the final drive oil while I'm at it, because I forgot to do that while I had the boxes off of it, the luggage. Getting everything up to date. I didn't do a video on it, but I did do a little updating and changes to my dash. I removed the radio because, like I've said many times on my channel, I don't like radios on motorcycles. So I removed the radio, I removed most of the CB stuff, removed the antennas, cleaned it up a little bit. Well, that area where the radio was, I cut me out a piece of plate, and then I put a couple of gauges in there. Where am I at? Guess I'll try going this way. I put a battery voltage gauge in it, a clock, and a USB port for plugging in my phone. And somewhere along the line I'll probably add a TPMS on it, tire pressure monitoring system, and that should probably be about it. I got my necessity in the mail today. Everybody knows what that is. It's been on my channel for a while. Right here, I got me a cup holder for the Gold Wing. I know where I'm at now. Alright, this is a highway here, so I'm going to get going on this highway a little bit, and then I'm just going to sign off here because it's just want to be a short little ride, and I wanted to bring you guys along just for a little bit, update you on the Gold Wing, and let you know about my KPM 200, which you guys haven't seen in a while. Still going strong, doing good. I'll get her up to speed a little bit, and I'll show you. It's the red line in 4th gear. There's 5th gear. There, hit the red line again, 70 miles an hour. I'm at 73. Or catching up on his car, 75. And see, this is only a 200cc, so it's a pretty amazing machine. I gotta give it that. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off here. Look at those fields. Before I shut it off, I want to show you those fields. We're getting a lot of those little purple flowers. I'm not sure what those are called, but man, we're getting those fields full of those flowers everywhere. Kind of pretty looking. I'm not sure why we're getting them, because I don't ever remember seeing those before. Not in the farmers' fields anyway. But they're everywhere. Alright, I appreciate you guys coming along and watching, and hopefully you're keeping along with my repair videos and stuff. I'm trying to keep my channel rolling, a couple videos here or there. So alright, thanks for coming along and watching, and I'll see you on the next one.